This is our audience tonight. We're not letting them hear us because we have surprises in store for Billy Glassy when we reveal why he takes his clothes off every Sunday. One of the passengers on this train when a friend takes her for a ride. And the Knapp family whose phone game confusion turns to joy. For these people and more, it's Surprise, Surprise! Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Cilla Black.
Hello and welcome to Surprise, Surprise, the show that surprises the most surprising people. Now, we've got quite a few surprises lined up tonight, and who knows, one of them could be for you. But first, we've had thousands of letters, 25,000 letters since we started this series. And I can't read them all out, but I'd particularly like to read this one from Marilyn Hyman of Bredbury in Stockport about her son, David. Have you got the letter there, love? Thank you very much indeed. Oh, it's super. Now, David's only 3, but according to his mum, he fell in love with me when he saw my picture in a magazine. Yes. She says, when your show came back on the television, he was so overcome by shyness, he hid under the baby's eye chair. Oh, it's lovely. Now he watches every week, peeping out from behind the coffee table. In case you see him. He's even renamed his Teddy Cilla. Oh, that's nice. And Marilyn says, can I give him a wave and also send him a new picture because the old one's worn out? Well, David, who's 3, I can see you there, hiding behind that coffee table. Come out wherever you are, because I've got a special wave for you. And here it is. Hello, David. And I've got a big kiss for you as well. Mwah. That's just for you. Oh, isn't that nice? It's a lovely letter. Wasn't that a nice letter? Yeah. Now, I must tell you about Pauline Porter. She lives in Dorset, and at this very moment, she is sitting on a train, which is due to arrive at Waterloo Station. It's Pauline's very first trip to London, and she thinks she's coming with her husband for a business conference. But is she going to get a surprise? Because when she arrives, we've arranged for Pauline to meet Bessie Burnham, her pen pal, for over 40 years. Now, they've never ever met, which is not so surprising, because Bessie lives in Baltimore, in America, and we've flown Bessie over especially. So let's whiz over to Waterloo now, where Tony Arthur should be waiting. What's happening over there?
Hello, Cilla. Well, here I am at Waterloo Station. Do you like the uniform? You know, I've always wanted to punch somebody's ticket. Checked. And Pauline's train is bang on time. Surprise, surprise. And it will be arriving at this platform here in about 15 minutes' time. But before it arrives, I'd like you to meet Pauline's pen pal, Bessie Burnham from Baltimore. Bessie, would you like to say hello to Cilla?
Hi, Cilla.
Hi, Bessie.
Right. Now, if you're wondering why Bessie is dressed like this, it's because she's going to act as chauffeur and drive Pauline to the studio. There's only one problem. We don't know whether Pauline is going to recognize Bessie from her photographs. You'll just have to wait and find out what happens, okay? See you soon, Cilla. Hey, tell you what, Bessie, what about a British Rail cup of tea or coffee? Are you ready for this?
Let's.
Come on, this is an experience not to be missed.
Well, I wonder if Pauline will recognise Bessie. Anyway, we'll be back later to see how Tony surprises Pauline. But in the meantime, I wonder what surprises Biggins got in store for us tonight. Where are you, Biggins? Biggins!
Hi-ho, Cilla! Cilla, can you guess who I am? Shall I give you a clue?
Please.
I'm an archer.
Oh, Walter Gabriel.
Yeah, I'm William Tell. And do you know it's exactly 677 years to the very night since he shot his last bolt.
Well, I hope you're not going to fire any bolts here tonight, Biggins.
But I'm very good, Cilla. I can shoot an apple off anybody's head.
But not off mine, you're not.
Oh. Now, is there anybody in the audience who would like to have an apple shot off their head by me?
There is loads of them. We talked to them before the show. There's got to be millions. Oh, look, there's a
Some
lovely
up there.
lady. Oh, you found... I can tell.
She's
she
very
has got
nice.
a lovely head for apples.
Yeah.
She's a right Granny Smith. Yes, we'll have you.
Come on down.
And what about somebody else? Come on, let's have one more, just in case he misses the first time. All wave your hand like that. There's one not waving his hand up there, but I fancy the look of him.
Which one?
Oh, sitting next to that woman with the chandeliers on her ear.
Oh, yes.
The chandeliers on her ear.
Yes, he looks very good. Yes, come on down, you.
Could you join us,
That's
please?
the one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Always need more.
Catherine.
Catherine. Hi, Catherine. What's your name, sweetheart?
Billy.
Oh, Billy. Oh, Billy. You look like a big, strong lad, don't you, Billy?
Are you thinking about all this? No.
Oh, you do? I mean, ooh, yes. Isn't he marvellous?
Wonderful. Now,
Absolutely smashing.
who's going to be first out of you two? Charming.
Now, Biggins, are you sure about this?
Absolutely. Well, almost absolutely. Perhaps I better have one more practice. Come here. You come with me. We'll do you first. Don't run away, will you? Stay there. Right.
You're not nervous, are you, Billy? No, don't worry about it, because you see, you know, we've got your next of kin insured and everything. Don't worry about it. If he misses the first... Are you ready, Biggins?
I'm ready. I've just got a special apple for Catherine. Hang on. Stay there. There we are. It's my first time. I must be sure. Now, Catherine, if you put that on your head, and you could stand over there, Catherine. That's right. Face me. Good. Good girl. Right. Good luck, Cilla. Oh, I need the luck, don't I? I'm sorry. Right. On your marks. Get set. Fire! Is there a doctor in the house, Cilla?
What happened, Biggins? Come and tell us what happened.
It's nothing much, really. It's just a slight graze, really. Nothing at all to worry about. Anyway, I feel as though I'm really into it now.
Oh, no.
Well, you're not nervous, are you?
No.
No, anything can... Have you got the apple?
I've got a very special apple for you two. There's your apple.
Yeah.
All right, no problems?
It's a bit small, though, isn't it?
Nonsense. I'm really confident now, Cilla. Now, if you come and stand on that mark there, that's it. Now, get your head up straight. That's it. Good.
Oh, look at his little head. Oh.
Right, you all right? Don't move.
Ooh. Don't worry,
Right, here we go.
best of luck. Don't worry.
Could I have a drum roll for this? I feel really excited. Here we go. Down a bit. Up a bit.
Hang on, baby, hang on. What were you doing with your hands, Billy? Billy, you know, we didn't just pick you out of this audience by accident. We know who you really are. We know that you're Billy Glassy from Barrow-in-Furness in Cumbria.
Yes, and your girlfriend is Pauline Muir. Now, she's sitting in the audience
The one
up
with
there.
the chandeliers in it.
And she wrote to us and said, you upset her concentration when she's trying to watch our show every Sunday.
That's right, ladies, I tell you.
Oh, you are going to tell me.
I tell you, ladies and gentlemen, he takes his clothes off. When our show is going out, he takes his clothes off, all except for his long johns. And Pauline says he then puts on a cassette. And while the music blasts out, he parades round the room while Pauline tries to watch me and Biggins do the show.
Now, apparently, Sunday nights is the only evening you can practice your bodybuilding routine. You see? You shouldn't have laughed. He's doing something very serious. Now, Billy has been practicing for 4 years.
Oh, yes, you have, Billy. Oh, yes, you have.
And he's about...
How long?
2 years.
2 years.
Oh, 2?
Well, call us alive for 2.
Hang in there.
And he's about to enter his first contest. That's Mr. Cumbria very shortly, Cilla.
Is that right, Billy?
Absolutely.
Well, Billy, you know, we cannot wait that long. No, we cannot wait that long for your practice. We want you to do your little practice on the show here tonight. Oh, yes, you can. We've got the baby oil and everything.
Yes?
Music.
We have got your music. That's where you're wrong. Surprise, surprise. You're Pauline, surprise. Sent the
Get
music.
off.
She
I've
has.
got the chair.
We got an
Well, we've got
orchestra.
the music. We've got... It's Eric's theme from Chariots of Fire. Is that right? Oh, you'll be able to hit her over the head with one of those chandeliers that she's got there. And also, we have got your costume, haven't we, Biggins?
We certainly have. And it didn't need much packing. It's just down here. Oh.
Look at it. So, Billy, here's an apple to keep up your strength. You can go off now and change and relax, and we shall see you later with Eric's theme.
Cilla, will you excuse Billy and myself while we slip into something cool? This way, Billy.
Well, now it's time to play the phone numbers game, but meanwhile, we still need to find a cue puller. No surprises for them. Who fancies being our cue puller tonight? Anybody out there? Give us a big wave of those little hands. Come on, the lads as well. We haven't had a fella for ages. Come on, all the lads. Yes, you up there picking your nose, yeah. Actually, he's quite good looking. He's very good looking. You're posing like that. You've got a ring on. You've got black hair. And you've just gone, oh, God. Yes, it's you, sweetheart. Would you like to come and pull our cubes for this week? Come on, yeah. And while he's coming to join us, let's show you the rules of the game.
Now, first, make up your card. Start with a big square like this. Divide it into 25 smaller squares like this. Now put P-H-O-N-E across the top. And now add the last 5 digits of your phone number, including the dialing code down the left-hand side. The winner will be the first person to ring out with a straight line of 5 squares across, down, or diagonally containing the correct answers to the questions for those squares. We'll give you the questions and the number to call later in the show. Now, to give you a start, you can have some free squares that count towards a winning line without you having to write answers in them. As always, the middle square is free, then just for this week. The first under P, the fifth under H, and the second under E. And don't forget to make a careful note of those free squares.
Well, what's your name, sweetheart?
Joe.
Joe.
Short and sweet.
Are you ready to have a go, Joe? I suppose so. What's your last name, Joe?
That's difficult. Zito.
Joe Zito. Oh, well, it's a lovely name. I love that name, Joe. I do. Shake that bag and pull that first lucky cube. And here we have H6.
So if you've got H6, what is this man's real name? More cubes, Cilla.
More cubes, Joe. And I must remind everybody at home, please keep your lug holes open because we can't repeat any of these questions. All right, Joe? H8.
How many people are there in an octet? More cubes, Cilla.
More cubes, Joe. I think I'm in love. P4.
So, all of you with P4, what colour is in the title of this song? got some more cubes for you later on. Remember, you can't put the same answer in more than one square, but as soon as you have a complete line of 5 squares in any direction, give us a tinkle on tonight's number, 019369309. And the lines will be open until 9 o'clock tonight, but please only phone us when you have a winning line.
You know, Biggins, one of the nicest things about Surprise Surprise is the lovely letters we get every week, isn't it?
Absolutely, and I've got a very special letter about you here, Cilla.
Oh, you've snuck that one in,
I have snuck. And here it is. It's from Julie Coulton, aged 12, of Haywood in Lancashire. She says, on last week's show, while Cilla was singing, my 9-year-old brother Stuart said to our mum, Mum, did Cilla Black used to be a famous singer in the olden days?
Snuck that one in. Ah, that's not nice. But I did. It's true, isn't it? That's what our Robert keeps saying to me, my eldest lad.
Is it?
Mind you, I'm going to tell you about a star of the future now. Because do you remember Kate Clifford, our singing stewardess? Do you remember her? Yes. Leaving on a jet plane? Yes. Yes, well, the great news about Kate is that she's got herself a booking.
No.
Yes, she's booked to play, well, to sing at the Ritz in January next year at a tea dance.
Really?
Yes, so if you're watching, Kate, we wish you all the best of luck and many congratulations. Well done, girl.
Wow. What about that lovely letter we had from that little boy, his mother? You know about the little boy?
From Winsford in Cheshire.
That's the one, yes.
Oh, that was super, because you did some marvellous filming up there, didn't you? I must tell you all about this. It was from, what was her name?
Well, her name was Mrs. Bishop.
Mrs. Bishop, and she was from Winsford in Cheshire. And she told us that her 12-year-old son, Jason, was mad on organ music and would love to appear on the telly playing the organ, but a very particular one. So Biggins went to Blackpool to arrange it, didn't you, lad?
I certainly did. Have a look at this. Here I am in Blackpool, and behind me is the Tower Ballroom, in which is the object of Jason's dreams, the world-famous mighty Wurlitzer organ. Ever since he was 6-year-old, little Jason has been wanting to play that organ. Well, today his dream will come true. He thinks he's come to listen to the organ, but in fact, we plastered these posters all over Blackpool, and he'll be arriving any minute. Won't he be in for a surprise, surprise? Jason's parents are bringing him along to the Tower Ballroom. One of the posters was right outside where he couldn't miss it. Alongside it, we'd hidden our camera to see his reaction. Is this you? Well, what about this, then?
Oh, no. What's happening?
Well, surprise, surprise. Come with me, Jason. I'm going to make you a star. This way. Well, Jason, here we are, backstage at the ballroom at Blackpool Tower. Now, you look dressed and raring to go. Now, when I caught you earlier, you thought you were going to come and listen to the organ, didn't you?
Yes.
You had no idea you were going to be playing.
No.
How do you feel about it?
Excited.
Do you?
Yes.
Good luck. Surprise, surprise! Terrific. Now, we've got a real surprise for you today. We've got a 12-year-old chap. He's terrific. He lives in Winsford in Cheshire. It's been his lifelong ambition to play this mighty Wurlitzer. So when he comes up, I want you to give a great big welcome to the one and only Jason Bishop. I noticed earlier, I was peeping through, and I noticed you love to dance down here, don't you, all you lot? Well, we've got a very special dance, because a favourite of Jason's, a favourite of mine, we're going to do the conga. And I'm going to lead it. So, Jason, over to you. La, 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 la. So black, pop, da 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 da. Yes. Da 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 da.
Didn't he have a lovely little face? I thought he absolutely played those Irish. It's very difficult for a child of that age, you know, to reach the notes.
He was really good. And Bella Emberg, wasn't she wonderful at the end?
Oh, I loved her legs.
Loves her legs.
Even better than yours, Biggins.
Well, so now, I know Jason's been watching his big moment at home in Cheshire, so as a keepsake of your big night, we've got one of these publicity posters specially framed for you, and it'll be on its way to you very, very soon.
Oh, isn't that nice? I think that deserves a little... Pauline, I think your Billy's ready, yes.
Oh, is he?
He's ready. He doesn't want to. Oh.
Oh.
You look... Do you know, I didn't recognise you without your clothes on. Looks smashing, Pauline. He's going to batter you later, you know. Never mind, though, Chuck. You can whip him with your earrings. You look lovely.
So I think we should give him a bodybuilder's build-up.
We certainly will. Drum roll, please, Alan. Ladies and gentlemen, last week, all on his own in Pauline's front room. This week, in front of millions, we give you the Barrow bodybuilder, Billy! But I think I'd slide off you later. That was absolutely smashed. How can you keep... Can't you keep your hands off him? Do you know, that was magnificent, Billy. I think you're even better than Miss World contest. I really do, and I wish you all the best when you're going for that competition.
Yes, exactly. So do I, and good luck, and I hope you win. I'm sure you will. It was a great game of yours,
Biggins, the mind boggles. Who are we going to surprise next?
I have no idea.
Well, why don't you join us in a couple of minutes and we'll find out. Well done, Billy.
Well, there are more surprises to come when our 3 sand dancers get a visit from someone who gives them the hump. And Lee Knapp finds that his mum has been keeping a family secret.
To part 2. Oh, and look who it is. It's Stan Boardman, ladies and gentlemen. Nice to see.
Oh, great.
Have you met Biggins?
Yeah, Biggins, yeah. We shared the same dressing room and a shower. He doesn't live up to his name, does he?
What are you doing here, Stan?
Well, I know that on this show you do surprises, and I want to surprise someone.
Who do you want to surprise?
A German.
Well, any German in particular?
Only the one who bombed our chip shop.
What's this thing you've got against Germans? Why are you talking about Germans? Germans all the time?
Germans. It's only a joke.
I know.
The Germans wouldn't have a show like this on German television, would they?
Wouldn't they?
They'd have to call it Achtung, Achtung. Couldn't have Cilla Black on there. German Cilla Black. They'd have... Because black and German, Schwarz.
Is it?
Cilla Schwarz. Biggin, grocer. It'd be a grocer. No, it's only... I'm only joking about the Germans, but the reason why I've come down is because all the people in Liverpool, and your mum...
Me mum? How's me mum? You probably see more of your mum than I do.
Oh, she's great, your mum. She goes to bingo every night. And, she does, yeah, she does. Because very posh down here, see, you know, very posh down here. When they have bingo down here, you know, they don't call house, they shout masonette.
I think you speak lovely. Doesn't he speak lovely, ladies and gentlemen?
Do I?
Yes. Yeah, but
no.
you make me sound posh, you do.
No, you talk very posh because you've been knocking around with this fella Biggins here. From whereabouts are you from, Chris?
I'm from Wiltshire.
See, Wiltshire, see, that's enough. Wiltshire, you know, Wiltshire. See, imagine a fella like him in our school. with glasses like that. You never had glasses. We had them national health glasses. You remember those?
Oh, yeah.
National health. Remember there was always one kid in the class who used to have elastoplast over one eye. Nothing wrong with his eye, was there? You know, lazy eye. For 5 years, the poor kid was bumping into lampposts.
I didn't like school, though. Did you like school, Big?
I actually rather enjoyed it, yes.
You rather enjoyed it?
I rather enjoyed it, yes.
I bet you never had Nitty Nora in your school.
Nitty Nora? Was there someone called Nitty Nora?
Yeah, the book explorer. Every kid in Liverpool had them, didn't he?
Oh, they did.
I think the James used to drop them.
I couldn't get on with school. I couldn't get... Not Nitty Nora.
Yeah.
The book explorer.
You'd probably call her the air hostess. Everything's okay. Great. I'll go and tell your mum you're all right. And Biggins looking after you.
Yes.
And I'm going home now to wash my shirt.
Am I...
Bye, my love.
Thanks a lot. Thanks all,
Oh, Cilla, it must be time for my favourite part of the show, the Cillagram. Who have you surprised this week?
Well, I'll tell you, Biggins. It's from a Mrs. Greta Thorns this week, and she wants a special Cillagram for her husband, John, who is 52 years old. And we picked a special Cillagram for him because he makes false teeth for a living. So we picked the perfect song. John thinks he's coming to this dental surgery to deliver some false teeth. What he doesn't know is I'll be in the waiting room to surprise him. Let's go. Hello, John.
Oh, no.
Surprise, surprise.
Hello, Cilla, darling.
I have been sent up here on your birthday to sing you a special Cillagram.
Oh, lovely.
Are you pleased about that?
I am, yes.
All I want you to do now, John, is to come along with me. I'm going to find you a comfy chair. You're going to sit down, relax, and enjoy yourself. All right? A kiss as well. Tell me, who do you think put me up to this Cillagram?
My wife.
Well, not only was your wife Greta involved in this, but also your two daughters.
Kill them.
Oh.
No, I didn't.
Here we go. Come in, girls.
You.
Well, girls, are we ready to do this Cillagram?
Yes, I think so, yes.
Are you ready to hear it? Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go. When you're smiling, the whole world smiles with you. When you're laughing, the sun comes shining through. But when you're crying, you bring on the rain. So stop your sighing. Be happy again. Keep on smiling. they're in the audience tonight, and there he is. I can see that lovely smile. Hi, John. Hi, Greta. John, whenever I look at a pair of false teeth, I'll always think of you. I will indeed.
And now it's time for our phone numbers game again. Now, don't forget, the first one to phone in with the correct line of squares will win a prize of their choice. And we have 2 more prizes for the runners-up. And remember, it's a race. Only the first 3 correct calls will get to win the prizes. So, more cubes, Cilla.
More cubes, Joe. And here we... You didn't shake the bag that time. Here we have 02.
So if you've got 02, in which country is this statue? More cubes.
More cubes, Joe. Never fear. Cilla's here. N2.
With which group does Hank Marvin play? More cubes.
More cubes, Joe. I like the silent type. P8.
So if you've got a P8, what was the nationality of the leading character of this show? Just to remind you, this is the number to ring, 019369309. Now, we've discovered that presumably it's due to the huge number of calls we get each Sunday, a lot of you have been getting cross lines. For instance, quite a lot of people have got through to Sandra and Tony Todd, who live west of London. Now, it started as just a few calls each Sunday, but even though we change our number each week, as you know, it's got so many now that one of them always misses the end of the show, answering the phone. Well, the least we could do was to make sure they had a chance to see one show in peace. So it's no use phoning them tonight. They are here with us in the audience. Sandra and Tony, thanks very much for your help. Where are you? What's next, Cilla?
Well, I shall tell you, Biggins, we're going over to Waterloo Station, and if British Railways are on time, we might be able to see Pauline arriving. Any news there, Tony?
Right, I can see Pauline and her husband coming now. Here we go. Surprise, surprise. Pauline, you wrote to say that you wanted us to arrange for you to meet your pen pal from Bessie Burnham from Baltimore, is that right?
Yes.
Well, Cilla and Biggins are waiting for you right now. Come this way. We've got a car waiting for you. Mr. Porter, would you like to get in that back door and get in first?
Pinch me.
I don't want to pinch you. Now, if Mr. Porter gets in there, now, Pauline, if you like, you don't mind me calling you Pauline, you like to get in there, okay? All right?
Leave it.
Are you happy? Okay. Right. Off we go, driver.
Lovely. See you later there, Tony. I look forward to that, Biggins.
There's just one thing that worries me, though, so that I
What's
do
that,
hope that Bessie remembers we drive on the left.
So do I. Well, while we're waiting for them to arrive, we'll have a little musical item. Now, you may remember last week's show, we surprised a Mrs. Eunice Bates from Northern Ireland on the telephone. Her husband, Russell, told us she was dying to do a sand dance. So we invited her along to do it on the show.
And by a surprising coincidence, we had a letter from a Mrs. Jones and a Mrs. Thompson of Essex, who said their husbands, George and Brian, were fed up with being dragged to ballroom dancing lessons, and they'd much rather do a sand dance as well. So we tricked them into coming to see the show, and then told them they would be joining Eunice.
Well, all 3 of them are here now. So you've heard of Wilson, Keppel and Betty? Well, surprise, surprise, now proudly presents Jones, Thompson and Eunice. How do you feel after that?
Whack.
Well, you look well on it, George, you do, and so do you, Eunice. And Brian, I know something about you, love. Yes, that little face is twinkling. You were a little rascal, when you were about 15, 16 years old, weren't you?
I was.
Can you remember that far back, 30 years ago?
Mouse?
Pardon?
A mouse?
A mouse, yes. I'm going to tell that very story. You surprised a lovely lady named Audrey Burt. You put a little white mouse in her handbag. Oh, he was a rascal. And when she got on the Green Line bus to go home, and when she paid the fare, off popped out this little mouse. Well, Brian, that was over 30 years ago. And ever since then, she has been dying to get her own back on you. So, Audrey, bring on your friend.
Come on, Omar.
Say hello, Brian. Say hello.
Yes.
Oh, isn't that nice? Isn't that lovely? Brian, what we're all dying to know.
In the mouth.
Surprise, surprise. Oh. Surprise, surprise, Brian. You're going to go on a Green Line bus with that thing.
First of all, Brian, come over here. Come on, I'm going to give you a leg up. Now, where'd you go?
Oh, look at
You go there. Come on, you manage. Up you go.
Look at his mouth.
Oh, up you go.
It's got more egg on it than a pint of Guinness.
Well done.
See you in a couple of minutes.
Now, here are the answers to last week's phone game. And in a moment, Lee Knapp meets the sister he's never known.
Back to it's the last part of the phone numbers game. You've got lovely teeth, Joe. Are they false? John never made them for you up there, did he? But I must say a special thank you to you because you've been a marvellous pupil, hasn't he, gang? Yeah. Shake that bag and pull that final cue. What's it going to be? Oh, a yellow one, and it's a P5.
So if you've got P5, what is lava bread made from? And now here's your bonus question. If you know the answer, you can put it into any square you want to complete a winning line. And here it is. What place is in this song title? And the phone number is 019369309. Now remember, the lines will only be open until 9 o'clock tonight. So, Cilla, it's now time for last week's winners.
Oh, no, it isn't, Biggins, because I can see in that corner over there we've got Tony, Arthur and Pauline has arrived from Waterloo Station. Come on in, girls. Well then, Pauline, thank you very much for coming on the show. Was it that big a surprise at the station?
Big, big, big.
Well, we're very happy to have you here. Now, your pen pal, Bessie Burnham, it's over 40 years you've been writing to this lady, is that right?
Yes.
And she used to send you these lovely little parcels, didn't she?
Yes, she did, when she was at school.
Oh, isn't that nice? And you were obviously at school at the time as well.
Yes.
That's
And of course,
what
you've never actually met her, have you?
No.
And you keep writing to her to this day?
Yes.
And you've never ever seen her?
No, only a photograph.
I think you're telling you little liar.
Oh, well.
Brace yourself,
Yes.
Pauline, because you have seen this lady before tonight. Who do you think's been driving you all round from Waterloo Station? It's your pen pal who you haven't seen, you haven't even met for over 40 years. Bessie Burnham. Come in, Bessie, all the way from home. Oh, I love nice surprises like this. She was your chauffeur. Actually, they look related, don't they, Biggins? You look absolutely smashing. Bessie, you've got that box there. What have you got in that box?
Well,
First aid?
This is like the one you got 40 years ago.
You didn't
Sort of.
speak in the car.
It might have given you a clue. What exactly is in there?
Well, there's jacks and a ball and toothbrush, toothpaste.
Was that a luxury then, Pauline?
Absolutely, yes.
And a Hershey bar.
A Hershey
Oh,
bar.
they're delicious.
What's a Hershey bar?
Chocolate.
Oh,
A bar of chocolate. What's this little card I find here? Oh, look at that, Pauline. Can you read that out for us?
Yes. Dear Pauline, shall we try for another 40 years? Your pen pal and friend, Bessie.
Oh, isn't that nice? Oh, that's lovely, isn't it? I love this. I love these little... Now, Pauline and Bessie, I know you've got an awful lot to chat about. And really, we've laid on the champagne for you and have a lovely sarnie up there. You can have a cup of tea, even an Hershey bar. Tony, thanks a lot, Tony. Tony's going to show you the way. Thank you very much for coming on the show. Thanks a lot, Tony. See you later, girls.
And now it's time for last week's winners.
Hang on, Biggins.
Oh.
No, not just yet, you see, because I've got to make a phone call now.
Oh.
Yes, one of my surprise phone calls.
Are there many digits this week, sir?
Well, there are. There are about 9 digits this
9?
week. You see, we got this lovely letter from Beryl Dawley. She's a mum, and she's of Newbury in Berkshire, and she wrote to us about her daughter, Caroline. Now, she told us a marvellous story because her daughter, Caroline, is absolutely dying to be sawn in half on the telly. She wants to be sawn in half by a magician, so I'm going to phone her now to ask why. I mean, that's a simple question, isn't it? Yeah. So let's phone my little 9 digits and see if Caroline is in. Here we go. Come on, Caroline. Hello?
Hello?
Hello, can I speak to Caroline, please?
It is Caroline.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, Caroline, surprise, surprise, it's Cilla here.
Eh?
I'm speaking with my voice, it's Cilla here.
Oh.
Is that all you can say, Caroline?
Oh, I don't know what to say.
Don't you know why I'm calling, Caroline?
You could amaze me.
Well, I will amaze you. You know your mum?
Yeah.
Well, you should do. She is your mother. Your mum wrote us and said that you've got this burning ambition.
Yeah.
What is it, then?
Well, there is one to be cutting off.
Well, we want you to come on the show.
You don't.
We do. Oh, yes, we do.
No.
Don't worry about it. What would you like to wear for this occasion? I mean, as you're going to be sawn in half. I mean, you know, once you're sawn in half.
Don't show me legs.
You don't want to show your legs? Why? What's wrong with your legs?
They're knobbly.
They're knobbly?
Yeah.
Like mine.
Like Biggins. Well, Caroline, don't worry about your legs. We all look forward to seeing you on the show next week, being sawn in half.
Okay.
And bring your mum along as well, as she was the culprit and told us all about you. Okay,
I
love?
will.
All right,
okay,
love.
then. Thanks a lot.
Ta-ra, then.
Bye.
Ta-ra.
Sounds wonderful. Now can we announce last week's winners?
Well, if you insist, Biggins, why don't you?
All right, now, for a start, the runners-up were Mrs. Jacqueline Eggleton from Surrey and Mr. Peter Mobley from the West Midlands, and they each receive a portable television set.
Yes, and the lucky winner was Carol Sloan from Gateshead in Tyne and Wear. Are you there? Where are you, Carol? Are you there, love? Yes. What did you want as your special surprise prize, love?
A music centre.
A music centre. Well, you've not only got a music centre, you've got a stereo one as well with all the thingies and everything. So congratulations. Well done.
Do you know, there are some rather puzzled-looking people in our audience tonight, Cilla.
Yes, Biggins, and I know exactly who they are. It's the Knapp family from Lincoln sitting down there, that lovely fellow with that lovely smile over there. And the lady is Mrs. Joyce Knapp, but she's not really confused, are you, Joyce?
Not really.
Not really. Your husband and your son Lee are, though.
They are.
Sitting over there. They're terrified. Look at that. You told them that you were one of the runners-up in our phone numbers game, didn't you,
I
love?
did, yes.
But you were fibbing, weren't you,
I
Joyce?
was.
You told them a little white lie to arrange for them to come here tonight, didn't you,
That's
love?
true, yeah.
Ooh. Because one of them is going to get a very big surprise tonight.
Yes, but at the moment, neither of them know which one it is because Joyce is very good at keeping secrets.
Well, look at the face. Well, I won't keep you in suspense any longer. I tell you who the big surprise is for. It's for you, Lee Knapp. Yes, Lee Knapp, you come and join us. And bring your mum and dad with you. Hello. Well, welcome to the show, Lee. How old are you, Lee?
20.
20 years old, just a babe in arms. I can remember so long ago. Well, your mum, Joyce, wrote us the most marvellous letter telling us all about you. And she said that when you were a little baby, she and Ernie adopted you. Is that right? And that, more than that, you were adopted, but also you've got a family that you never knew you had. You've got a sister named Kim, who's a year older than you. Now, you don't know where she lives. You never found out where she lived, did you?
No. Not long ago.
Not so long ago.
That's right. Up to a couple of months ago, Kim didn't even know you existed. But in fact, her family told her, and she found out where you were, and she, in fact, got in touch with you by letter. And she wrote about herself and telling her everything about herself and all the things that she wanted to know. But you've never actually met her, have you?
No.
And where did she live, Biggins?
She lived in Norfolk.
Yes, but the sad thing was, Lee, this is the terrible part, it wasn't the Norfolk in Great Britain. It was the Norfolk in Virginia, America, wasn't it? Yes, well, your lovely mum, Joyce, wrote in the letter that you would even be so thrilled just to speak to her on the phone. Well, we've gone one better than that, haven't we, Biggins?
We have, Cilla.
We've brought your sister Kim, who you've never ever met, over to say hello to you tonight. Kim, come and say hello to your brother. Come on, Kim. Kim, you've never heard her speak. Say hello to Lee.
I can't believe this.
It's marvellous. And look at Ernie, he's in tears over there. Well, we know you've written by letter. Is there anything you'd really like to say to Lee now that he's here?
I can't believe this after all these years.
Oh, isn't it wonderful? And what about you, Joyce?
Yeah,
I mean,
it's marvellous.
what do you think?
Marvellous.
A lovely extra.
Yeah.
Your new family here.
It is, yeah.
Well,
A
all
daughter.
A new daughter. Isn't that nice, Kim? Well, all I can say to you now is, Joyce, Ernie, enjoy your brand new family. See you later. Well, ladies and gentlemen, everybody's sitting at home. We've had a marvellous time being with you on Surprise, Surprise tonight, especially surprising such wonderful people as we have over there. Hope you'll join us next week. But before I say goodnight, why don't you say goodnight to Biggins?
Bye-bye. See you next week, Cilla.
Good night. God bless. Ta-ra then.
Subject to a final check, the winner of this week's phone game is Michael O'Neill of Wallington in Surrey. The phone lines are now closed.